Hey guys, it's Brendan from Performance Edge, and today I'm going to show you 4 exercises that help activate glutes. Glute activation is going to help you reduce your risk of injury and even alleviate your low back pain by relaxing overactive hip flexors and getting your glutes to fire efficiently and effectively so that your lower back and hamstrings don't compensate and become overworked. Because so many of us spend so much time in a seated position, our hips become tight and our glutes can become underactive. So getting them firing efficiently is key. It helps improve your running, it helps improve your endurance as well as your power when you're doing your strength work in the gym. Glute activator exercises can be included in your warm-up to establish that mind-body connection so that you can effectively recruit the muscle fibers during your compound lifts and your runs. This will help you use proper recruitment patterns so your lower back doesn't become overworked. You can also include these as a little finisher after each workout. Starting with exercise number 1, we're going to use the small loop band to help activate. These work super well when trying to strengthen the glutes. The different colors have different bands. I've got a black one which is relatively strong. The first exercise we're going to start with today, I've got one of my feet already, is the penguin shuffle. Okay, so the options you have, so obviously every movement generally has a easy, medium, harder option. So when it comes to this exercise, when the band's a little bit higher up, it'll be a bit easier. Second movement will be around the ankles, and the third will be, as I've got it, around the feet. Okay, so we're working on distance for this. So distance is all relevant to how much space you've got. 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meter, and how strong your band is. If your band's super strong, you would go around the ankles, and you only need to go 1 meter or 2, and you'll feel the activation. Okay, first movement going forward, we're trying to keep the feet straight, slightly bent. You'll feel it a lot in the hip flexors going forward. So it's just a small little shuffle, just like a penguin would. Okay, once you get to your distance, so I'm just going to do a brief one just so I don't run the camera over. We then move backwards. Okay, trying to keep the feet straight. Knees are slightly bent, stomach tight, back straight. Once you get to your finish point, stand up, squeeze the glutes at the top, and that's exercise number 1, penguin shuffle. So you can generally add in a couple of reps. So if you go 2 meters, 3 meters, 2 or 3 of those back and forth, and then move on to the next exercise. Exercise number 2. Okay, we're going to go for a lateral squat shuffle. So what we're looking to do here, once again, the variance above the knees will be a little bit easier, below the knees a little bit harder, and extremely hard. It's sort of in the middle of the shin. So what we're looking to do going from here we'll count reps, anything from 10 to 12. We move sideways, we into a squat position, shoulder width, okay, slight bend, stomach tight, making sure the back's arched, glutes are activated there. What we're looking to do, we'll lead with the outside foot, and then the following foot, you keep the same distance. So step, same distance, step, same distance. 10 to 12 reps. Once you get to 12, straighten up, lock up the glutes, squeeze the stomach, have a little breather, bend back down, keep moving to the other side. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. If it's 10 to 10, same thing here, stomach tight, squeeze glutes to the top, and have a breather. Exercise number 3 is the clams. So what we're looking to do here, position is very important with this. First of all, band is above the knee, okay? And then what I'm looking for is my feet, my bum, and my back all in line. If you have the option, possibly the best way to do it is to actually put yourself completely up against the wall. So that prevents any hip rotation as you fatigue. Second thing is feet stay together. We're not lifting feet up at all. So feet stay together, in line with my bum, in line with my back. And then what we're doing is we're pushing the bottom leg down while lifting top leg up. Okay? Nice and controlled. What we want to stay away from is rotating the hips. So we isolate your movement smaller, lifting up, controlled, back down. Lifting up, controlled, back down. Anything from 12 to 15 reps. We'll then turn over and do the exact same movement on the other side. And lastly, exercise number 4 is hip raises. So there's a couple of options for this, okay? If you're a newbie and haven't done much strength options, band will stay off, okay? And what we're looking to do, head is on the floor, navel in towards the spine, and we'll slowly peel up the hips, squeezing the glutes. Weight is through your heels as well as your big toe, squeeze. So we'll count off 2 to 3 and then lower back down. Lifting up, 1, 2, 3, back down. The advanced version is with the band on, like I've got it, just above the knees. And all we're looking to do as we raise is 0.5 centimeter, pushing the knees out. Okay, just to create a little bit more tension on the glutes. same thing, 10 to 12 reps, moving on, okay? And then the third option is, if these become way too easy for you, is to switch over to a single leg. And a single leg is great to identify if there's any imbalances or weaknesses, okay? So lifting hips up, 1, 2, 3, slowly back down, 1, 2, 3, slowly back down. A great option if you want to make that even harder is to have some sort of stability underneath your shoulders. So you can use a Bosu, you can use a foam roller, so hips are elevated, shoulders and hips are elevated, should I say. You're dropping down, lifting up, and that is your 4 exercises, as well as all 4 at glute activation. Great to do them. I often do these pre-run or use them as a warm-up, pre-weight exercises, as well as on the off days when I'm doing a bit of stretching, a bit of activation, and that's what helps prevent any niggles, any lower back injuries, and keeps the body strong.